right, well, welcome to Chatting with Chet Miller. I am Chet, and with me I have Doug. Doug, you want to use your full name or just first name?
Doesn't matter.
All right, this is my brother. This is my oldest brother. This is Doug. Um, yeah, Doug Miller. How the heck are you doing?
Doing well.
Yeah,
Doing well. Yep. Yep.
I like the
Sitting
headphones
down
on.
here in my
Looks nice.
sitting down here in my um den. Lori likes to call it my dungeon.
The dungeon. All right. You got
Yep. That's it.
what are the golf ball collection behind you there?
Oh yeah, that's everywhere I've golfed, all the different courses that I have golfed through the years.
Is that right? At least when you
hmm
started saving them, huh? How many years is
Yep.
that?
Uh boy, since we moved over here, I think.
Yeah, that's pretty neat.
Yeah, so about what uh 18 years.
Okay, sure.
Yeah. Yeah,
I'm not gonna give like your.
I actually need more.
Hmm. Yeah, probably. Yeah, you golf a bit more than that. That's pretty
hmm
cool. So yeah, I'm running this off my cell phone. So if anybody's listening and it sounds different or the video's different, if anybody watches, I apologize. I lost internet at my house, so but I wanted to do an episode this week, and my brother was kind enough to come on. And we've been trying to do it for a few weeks now. So, but yeah, I appreciate you coming on. It was fun. So I have a lot of stuff to talk about. I'll try to keep it
All right.
kind of more of a condensed version because I could go on for probably a couple hours tonight.
hmm
Um, did you bring in questions or anything you want to talk about?
Yeah, we'll see where this goes.
All right. Okay. Have you watched any? And it's fine if you haven't.
I watched some of well, I watched your first one with
Okay.
the
Yep.
girls.
Yep. It was fun. I'm having a lot of fun talking to people.
Cool.
It's just, I enjoy hanging out. I think everybody has a story to tell, or
Yep.
stories, multiple stories, obviously. Um, and obviously I try to keep everything respectful. Um,
hmm
I haven't really gotten into any like real debates or anything with anybody. Not yet, anyways.
Yep.
I've still only interviewed people I know. Um,
hmm
so we'll see. I'll try to change that soon. Um, but yeah. All right. Where do you want to start? Um, hmm. Well, let's talk about you a bit. So, what's your background? What's your, tell me a bit about Doug.
A bit about Doug. All
Yeah,
right.
what do you do nowadays? Let's talk
Yeah.
about your profession.
Sure. So I'm an engineering manager. Um, so I work at I suppose I probably shouldn't say which place it is, right?
No,
Um,
I tend not to. If people want to, they can,
yeah.
but
Yeah.
my,
Um, so, uh, so I work at a place that does custom battery packs.
oh, cool.
Um,
Oh, that's neat.
yeah.
What
Yep.
kind of
So
batteries?
a lot of lithium primary, lithium ion battery packs. Nothing that, for the most part, nothing that you're going to encounter in a consumer end of things. It's more
So they don't power like droids
specialty.
or drones.
No, no. But what we do is in industrial, medical. Oh, we got a couple of space applications, that kind of thing.
Oh, so they'll start using your batteries for like Terminators and stuff like that. That'll be good.
No,
That'll be good.
no, probably not. Not for a while yet.
A while. I'll call that 2 years.
Yep.
If you listen to any of my episodes, I talk a lot about AI and
Oh, sure.
yeah.
Okay.
So, all right. So a lot of battery packs, lithium ion.
hmm
So what does that mean? What's a lithium ion battery? Like you see
Well,
it on
lithium ion.
battery packs and
Yeah.
crap, but
So lithium ion battery pack is what a lot of your battery packs are now. So they power your phone. They power those. I don't know if you have any of those vibratory rollers that people use. Those little Theraguns where you can power it into muscle.
oh
Um,
sure, okay. Like
yeah,
computers, crap
really.
like that.
Yeah, they're in your they're in your computers now.
And
Years ago it was NiCad. Now it's all lithium ion.
is it just different minerals, or like do you know what actually goes into the material to make up the crap that goes in the battery?
The into the so yeah in the cell it's lithium ion. So it's a lithium well, for lack of a better term, a lithium solution, I'll call it.
A lithium solution. Okay, that's
Yeah,
interesting.
it's yeah.
That's pretty neat.
There's
Huh.
separators in there, and yeah, they're without getting too technical. That's
You
it's
can get technical. I'm
you
good at technical.
you have an anode and a cathode, and so
And that's what makes the battery.
yeah,
Huh. How long have you been doing that?
most of mo 7 years now, 7 plus. Yeah,
What's the coolest type
most
of
of
battery
your
pack you made?
let's see here, coolest type.
Because I imagine you guys get some type of
It
orders or
really,
something.
you know what? It depends on how I want to look at it. I've got my favorite projects that I've worked on,
Okay. Yeah, what's that?
but um, let's see
Yeah, what
here.
kind of projects do you work on for that?
Most everything I work on is under NDA, so I can't even. But all
Oh,
your
yeah,
lithium
right.
ion battery, yeah. So all your lithium ion battery packs are broken into how many cells in series and then how many cells in parallel. So
Okay.
the amount of cells in series give you your voltage. The amount of cells in parallel give you your capacity. So think of voltage as the, for lack of a better term, the oomph that you have in the battery pack, and the amount of capacity is the size of your
Right.
fuel
So
tank.
like camping for example, I'm going camping this coming weekend. We have a big family
Hmm.
camping trip that we're doing. I'll talk about that in a little bit. So on our camper, we have technically a 12 volt. It's a deep cell, which I have
Hmm.
no idea what that even means. Um,
Yep. That's
but
probably
yeah,
4 cells in series.
okay.
Lithium cells, assuming that it's unless
No, I
it's
didn't do the lithium.
no, you didn't do lithium? Okay.
No, I thought about it. They're like double the price right now, which is fine.
Yeah.
But I waited too long to order one, so I'll probably get one the next time. I
They
guess I could go
struggle
to
a little bit
Batteries
more.
Plus and get one. Yeah.
They struggle a little bit more in colder temperatures, I'll say that.
Oh, do they?
Hmm.
That's interesting. Why is that?
Yep. Because lithium doesn't do well in cold.
Oh,
Yeah,
isn't that what?
that's where all those stories came from with the Tesla cars
Yeah, that's what I was gonna
in the
say.
upper Midwest. Yep. Yep. That's why.
So they get cold and they just say, "We're done. I'm not gonna start under this. You can't make me
Yeah,
work anymore."
the amount of power they can output decreases a ton as the temperature goes colder.
Huh. Oh, right. And so they don't have enough power at that point to.
Right.
Huh. That's pretty sad.
Right.
Oh, so see,
Yeah, just a it's just a function of the chemistry.
that's how we'll beat the Terminators. Cold weather.
Stick them
Yeah,
outside in the cold.
that's right. We'll fall over. That's pretty fun. Huh. That's neat. So battery packs.
Yep. Yep.
How long have you been doing that? For a while now, right?
Yeah, 7 years. Yeah, my group designs the battery packs, circuit boards, and all that.
So like you guys just get like an order in from fill in the blank company and they're like, hey, this is
Mhm.
what we want, and you guys kind of come up
Yep.
with a design and make it.
Yep. Yep. Usually we
That's
have
neat.
to, a lot of times we will have to tell them, well, wait a minute, you want 10 pounds of material in that 5 pound space, and that's not going to work. So,
Right.
that happens quite often. Um,
Hmm.
yeah, there's a lot of times there's some trade-offs between what they want and what they actually can get, and what they can fit in their allowable space. So,
So you
but
guys
that's
don't
always
make new batteries, do you? Like design
the
new
individual
batteries?
cells themselves.
Yeah.
No. So what we consider a battery, so the cell is like when you go to the store and you buy um, say your alkaline A cell or double A cell or triple A cell. Those are called cells for us. Everybody else calls those batteries. In the battery world, you call those cells. When
Right,
you
like D
combine,
cell, C
yeah,
cell, double A. Yeah, yeah. Okay.
correct. Yeah, we call those cells in the battery world. Batteries we call is when you start putting some of those together.
Oh, sure. Okay.
Yeah.
Huh.
Or when you start doing, for lithium ion, once you start adding a safety circuit and to a lithium ion cell, then you all of a sudden you're starting to talk about a battery. So
Okay. So do you guys, let me think about this then. So do you guys get like new battery technology then though? If that makes sense. Like you got to see new types of technology that makes the batteries better. Let's say to withstand cold weather or something, right? Because they got to be working on that, I would imagine now.
yeah, yeah, well, yes and no. I mean, there's heaters you can add to your battery pack, but what's the trade-off there? Something has to power that heater,
Something
and
has to power
and
the heater.
basically, a heater is a resistive load. So all it does is draw off your battery pack. So yeah, it keeps it warmer, and might allow you to charge when it's colder. However,
hmm
um, you're you're also draining off it at the same time. So
Sure.
there's a trade-off. Um, yeah, unfortunately, the right now with the with lithium, there's the temperature is just a fun is you're kind of stuck.
Okay. So
There's
so they went
there's
from
some chemistries that they are getting around that to a certain extent, and you can
yeah.
charge slower, and there's certain ways around it, but yeah.
Is that why my cell phone now it'll sit and tell me um I assume it's based on how I charge my phone, like how long I leave it plugged in. And so the phone like recognizes it and then so it slows down the charge.
Hmm.
Is that like kind of the same idea, right?
Yep. Yep.
That's
Yeah,
weird.
towards the end of charge, it does that. It
Huh.
kind of goes into constant current, constant voltage.
That's
Um,
interesting.
yep.
That's
The other
that's kind of
thing
neat
that the other
technology.
thing that a lot of people the other thing that a lot of people aren't aware of is your lithium-ion batteries that are in your phones and your power banks and your iPads and that they do not like sitting inside a hot car.
Oh, don't they expand? And I think I had a phone that where the
Yeah.
battery like blew up or
Yeah.
was gonna blow up or something.
Well, the pouch cells, it's not so much an issue of blowing up. They should be
Or
protected
not
against that. But what they
not
do is
blowing up, but
puff
I
up.
mean like it expanded.
Yeah.
Remember those old like
They
yeah,
expand. Hmm.
that's wild.
So
So
they
what
can
happens in
expand. Yep.
do you know like in an electric car fire, like what happens with those batteries? Like one, how does the car start on fire?
Um,
And then
it can be a defect in the in how it was assembled.
the battery?
Mhm.
Because that's
Yep.
where it has to start from, right?
And well, it doesn't necessarily have to start from the cell, but it's usually what it is it's thermal runaway. So it could be a defect in how the batteries were assembled. Also, not necessarily in in the cell itself, but actually in how the cells were all assembled into a battery pack. Got
A
to keep in mind those
thermal
battery
runaway.
packs in vehicles are huge.
Huge, yeah, right.
Yeah,
A thermal runaway. And so then it
yeah,
somehow
that's what that's
starts
called. And then that
uh,
gets going and
hits something electrical and just like sparks
right.
up.
We don't do anything that complex where I work, but
I don't blame
so
you.
I'm
I
not
wouldn't either.
overly familiar with that. But
No,
yeah.
but that's good. I mean, still kind of similar technology and knowledge of it. So that's really
Hmm.
cool. Huh. That's kind of neat. I don't think I've ever, huh. Batteries.
Yeah.
Who knew
Yep.
batteries were
There's
going to
way
come
more
and do
about
this?
batteries. Yeah, there's way more about batteries than most people even consider.
Yeah.
Mm. Even
Interesting.
chargers, even chargers. That's why all those hoverboards and all those little scooters. That's why there's so many instances of fires because people are hooking them up to the wrong chargers or they're overloading the circuit with them and
Well, okay, so how
yeah.
does the average person like me know? Like, because they all have the same type of charging port or whatever. You got to try to keep it.
Stick with the charger that you were uh, issued with the device.
That's
Um,
easier said than done.
it is absolutely. It, just going and switching them out willy-nilly, the
Yeah.
even though the end plug is the same, doesn't necessarily mean that what's going into that is the
Oh,
same.
well, but okay, but it still says like on the device, like, hey,
Hmm.
um, like for 3 amps, or I'm probably getting this
Yeah,
wrong because,
you have to look at both your charger brick, if I'm
yeah, that's
assuming
what I mean.
you're
Yeah.
talking about a charge brick. So you
Yeah.
have to look at your brick and then also at your device and make sure that those match.
All right.
Most
Well, I
people
know
don't do
some,
that. They just look and say, "Oh, this has a USB-C," and they plug it right in.
yeah. All right. So if anybody's listening to this and, yeah, look at your charging brick and your device. Make sure
Yeah.
you're not a fire hazard. Hey, serious.
Yep.
That's crazy
Yep.
stuff.
And be very, very careful about where you purchase your battery packs from. If it's cheap, there's a reason.
Okay.
There's like some of those El Cheapo battery packs you buy from Amazon because,
Yeah.
oh, guess what? This is $200 cheaper than what I can get it from the manufacturer. Well, guess what?
Yeah.
There's a reason it's cheap, and there is no way I would charge that battery pack unattended without a fire extinguisher.
Is that right?
Yep.
Have you seen a lot of like crap like that go bad? Like I imagine.
Not with what we build, but you
No,
can
not
read
with what you
stories.
build. Right.
Go, I
No, but I
mean,
mean
go
like,
do an internet search. It comes up.
oh,
It's crazy.
yeah, that's what I mean. Like you guys probably
Hmm.
like that's probably part of your training and everything.
Yep.
Wow, that's very different training than I get. That's kind of neat.
Yep.
That's pretty cool. Huh. How'd you land in that?
Um, boy. Oh, I mean, a lot of
Because your schooling
yeah,
was very
yeah. It was
all over
weird.
the place.
Nothing I did in school really had much background with this.
Sure.
Honestly, once you're a few years out of college, college becomes eh. It's what you do
Right.
at work.
Unless you stick in the medical industry, I imagine.
Yeah.
But that's wild.
Yeah, sometimes your career just takes turns, and you know you'll make a change, and all of a sudden you end up in something you never even imagined. I never would have thought I was going to be in circuit boards,
Yeah.
and then now in battery packs.
If you could
So,
change your career, what would you be? Or if you had a different career, what would you be?
oh my goodness, other than an engineer, you're saying?
Yeah.
Hmm.
You thought about that?
Um,
I have about 12 different
well,
careers.
when I was when I was at before my first time through school, I was going to be a fisheries and limnology biologist, and
And what is
that
limnology?
uh, basically uh,
Like you study fish?
lake and fish habitat type
Oh, okay.
thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Um,
That sounds kind of neat.
but when I realized that there
No
weren't
pay.
at the time there was the pay was horrible and
Yeah.
the jobs were not very plentiful, and I just
Mm-hmm.
decided that wasn't worth finishing. So,
Right.
yeah, maybe that. Otherwise,
That's when you were in Stevens Point, I think, right?
yeah,
That's
correct.
funny.
Yep.
Yeah,
Yeah.
if anybody's listening in Wisconsin, Stevens Point, shout out.
Otherwise, I mean, my golf game's great, so probably a professional golfer.
Yeah, uh-huh, right, yeah. Yeah, I've seen
Anybody
your
that's
game.
golfed with me, yeah,
Yeah,
anybody that has golfed with me knows that I'm full of baloney there.
yeah. I went golfing yesterday, and
I did as
dude,
well.
my game is actually absolute crap compared to what it used to be. Like I just I've lost all the good mechanics. Like
It's probably not.
sometimes like everything will come together and I'll get par for that hole or whatever.
Hmm.
But I don't even keep score anymore. I just I started getting too pissed. Like I was like, this is stupid. This game sucks. Then when I stopped really actually keeping score, I was like, I enjoyed the game a lot better, and I go for that hole, and a lot of times I'll have a pretty decent hole, and a lot of or other times I won't. And that was kind of true for yesterday. Like I had a lot of really
Yep.
good shots, and I had a lot of not as good shots,
Yep.
but it is what it is.
You
I
got
don't get paid for it.
you got time for a quick story about somebody that hated the game of golf?
Yeah.
All right. So Lori and I were golfing at a golf course up in north western Wisconsin.
All right.
And the course was all backed up. It was, a Saturday afternoon or whatever it was.
Right.
And we were sitting there waiting, and there was this group of four guys who were probably drinking quite heavily. It's
Hmm.
northern Wisconsin golf course.
Yeah.
So, all right. So, anyway, these guys were golfing. They all, a couple of them teed off, and then the one guy tees off. He launches it was a par three, like 140 yards across a pond and onto a green. He launches his, bloop, right into the wash, right
Yeah.
into the
Oh
water.
yeah.
Dang it, I'm hitting again. Whoop, splash, same thing.
Splash. Oh
Two
my
in a row.
gosh.
So now he's laying five, and he
I
hasn't
was
even
at
crossed
five.
the
Yeah.
water yet. Um, so his buddy's laughing at him at this point, and he's like, "I'll just go play one in front of the pond." So they drive down. He
Oh, tell me
throws
you
a
hit it
ball
again.
down in
Again.
front of the pond.
Tell me you hit
He hit
again. Yep.
again. Yeah, he hit again right into the pond. So,
That's awesome.
so that's three in a row in the pond. That's
Yeah.
it. He says, "I'm gonna just use my driver," and he tees it up, uses his driver, and of course he overswings, swings
Way
so
over.
hard he drills it straight into the pond again. So that's four in a row in the
Oh my
pond.
gosh. You're done at that point.
I was on the ground laughing.
Yeah, I'm
So
sure.
he's like, "I'll just play one from the corner."
That's
He
funny.
shanked one so bad off the inside part of his club, it still made the water.
Oh my gosh.
So
That's
that's
terrible.
five in a row. He's like, "That's it. I hate this game. I quit."
Yeah, I'm
He
done.
goes over to his golf cart, grabs his clubs and all, whoop, tosses them into the pond. At
That's
this point, his
fantastic.
buddy's laughing so hard at him, he has fallen out of the cart,
Yeah, oh, I'm sure.
and he picks himself up. He says, "Are you gonna go in and get your clubs?" "No, I
Nope.
quit. I hate this game."
Yep.
So I'm not even kidding. He strips down to his underwear in the middle of
Wow.
this busy golf course, walks into the water, gets the clubs, puts them back on the cart. And he said, "Well, they're mine now." So we get done. We get done with our round, and those two idiots are out there arguing about
The clubs.
because he wanted his clubs back, and he's
Yeah,
like, "Nope, they're mine now." There you go.
that's awesome. My you gotta love golf. And man, it'll piss you off if you let it like real fast too. It's
Yep.
such a mental game. Like once you're in your head, you're like, yeah. My
Yep.
buddy's son yesterday got stuck in the sand trap. I think it took him like 4 or 5 swings to get out.
Oh
Yeah,
no.
yeah. It was funny.
Yep.
I mean,
Yep.
it was good. Like he stuck with it, and we're like, just take a breath and relax and
Mhm.
swing
Mhm.
through. And but that was pretty. Yeah, that was fun.
Mhm.
That's awesome. That's fun. All right, so I'm gonna switch gears a little bit on that. All right.
Sure.
And if I touch on anything and you're like, you know what, maybe let's not talk about that, that's fine. Just let me know. I can edit it out.
Sure.
Because sometimes, I get people talking and people open up about things. So,
Mhm.
um, all right. So can we talk about when you were a bit younger in life? And it
Okay.
doesn't even have to be that far back in life,
Hopefully I
really.
remember it.
Well, it doesn't even have to be that far back, but so you had a lot of anger. Um,
Mhm.
growing up in life, um,
Mhm.
and for a long time. So from that guy that, I grew up with and that my friends knew and, a lot of people, um,
Mhm.
you are a very different person now.
Mhm.
Like not quick to anger at all. So what changed? How'd you get over that?
Um, God.
Yeah?
Mhm. Yep. Yep.
S-
Yep.
Well,
Yeah, I couldn't have done any of that without God, to be quite honest.
yeah.
Um, you can, um, getting married kind of leveled me out a little bit, but it didn't
Sure.
fix it. Yeah.
Yeah. Probably
Um,
didn't realize.
yeah, I mean, there was a couple of little iterations that helped, but not didn't solve it. Getting married and then having children.
Yeah.
You
What
realize,
brought you to
okay,
church?
I gotta be a lot, I gotta be a lot less self-centered. My wife, when I started going to church, I didn't even believe in God still.
Yeah.
Yeah, you'd be surprised how many people, when you are sitting in especially a little bit larger church, how many people sitting around may not actually believe in God yet.
Say that again. How many what?
You might be surprised by how many people that you can see, like especially in a
Hmm.
larger church, how many people don't believe in God yet.
What do you mean? Well, I
There's
understand what you
people,
mean, but
yeah, there's people that sit in church that don't have a
oh, right, yeah.
relationship with
So
Christ,
they're going because they're there for somebody else or whatever. Sure. Okay, I got you.
or they're just exploring it. Yes.
Right.
Mhm. So yeah,
So
that
what did
was
you?
the
How did it work out though? Like, what's the 1 or 2 minute version of how
you
did you
have to
come to know the
become
Lord?
you have to be what do you mean? Whoa, I'll finish listening to your question. What was your question again?
How'd you come to know the Lord? Like, how'd you come
Oh,
to
okay.
that?
Um, so found a church that uh, stuck with us that we wanted to stick with,
Hmm.
and listening to the sermons was uh, starting to hit with me,
Yeah.
um,
How was the
and
pastor? Pretty
it's
good.
yeah,
That
yep,
helps.
yep. And I would even attribute some of it to the previous church that we went to before that. Um, not, I mean, they had their issues, which is why we left, but um, yeah, the probably in large part the sermons, and then when we um, went to the membership class, for lack of a better term. We have
Hmm.
a name for it. I'll just call it membership class because
Okay.
otherwise it doesn't make any sense. Um, and when we went to that, part of that requirement is that you are a believer in Jesus, and
Right. Yeah.
so I was ready to accept Christ. So,
Yeah. That's pretty neat.
yep.
I heard a story
And
about you
and
that.
and I used to believe in God when I was a and I thought I did, but I was 8 years old or whatever, 9 years
Right.
old or
It
whatever
was
I
like an
was.
introduction.
Correct. And then, when we had all a whole sequence of things go wrong in our
Yeah.
life, I walked away and I didn't want anything to do with him.
Yeah.
So,
A lot of people share stories like that.
hmm
Yeah. I think without struggle, it's like,
and incorrectly, I blamed God, and that
yeah.
I obviously I know I'm not. I know why it's not God's fault
Right.
now, but I didn't then because I was
Sure. Yeah.
9 years old.
Yeah.
So,
That's neat. I heard a story about you. So can
oh
I
yeah.
talk about your? You used to be a bit heavier than nowadays.
hmm
What was your? Can I ask your height or weight? Is that okay?
Yeah, I was a little north of 240.
Okay.
I,
So
I was, and so now I'm about right now I'm at about a buck 65.
weren't they talking about something? I don't know if you remember this, but I had heard the story. So you were in church and it was like almost like the pastor was talking directly to you, something about eating or food or how you use food or
Oh
how you
yeah,
eat
yeah.
food.
hmm hmm
How'd that go?
No,
Do you remember
no,
that?
it was no. He was talking about giving up things that um, things that, giving up things that you love that you shouldn't. And his example was chocolate.
Hmm.
Yep,
Yeah,
yep.
that's a tough. Huh. That's pretty neat.
hmm
That's pretty neat.
Yep. And I combined that with going up the stairs at the sporting goods store here in the Fox Valley, one of the sporting goods stores here at the Fox Valley, and I lost breath walking up one lousy flight of stairs.
Is that right? Oh wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, when you're
Had to.
240 some odd pounds and you're only 5'6" and you look like a bowling ball, you know, and
You start feeling like crap about yourself a bit more and
well,
more.
yeah, well, not only that, your body just feels like crap.
Oh, right. Yeah, that too. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
So what tell me your journey on the weight loss. What did you do?
Um, so I figured out what kept me at a level weight, which was
Okay.
conveniently at that point, now it's probably less, but at that point, it was 2,000 calories, which is nice because that's what all the daily diets are
Yeah,
based
yeah.
off of.
That's easy, yeah.
So I cut that by um, about 500 calories a day. So I was
Okay.
doing at least a net of 1,500, if not less. So did I always eat only 1,500 calories through the day? No.
Yeah.
There, yeah, because I took up exercise, mainly running, and so I'd burn off 500 plus calories on a run,
Hmm.
because I was running for better than 4 miles, you know. So
Right, because yeah, you took
all
up
of a
running.
sudden, right. So all of a sudden, then your net calories, you can eat. If you're going to go for a 10-mile run, you can get away with eating a little more and still losing weight.
Yeah. Hmm.
So
That's
it's
pretty
all
cool.
about calories in versus calories out. All these fancy diets, it always is and always will be calories in versus calories
Yeah.
out.
What's your
And you may not be able to eat much. The
how'd
older
you
you get, the more you slow down.
yeah. How'd you pick up running? How'd you decide on the running?
It was the easiest thing to do where I didn't have to go to the gym. My
Is that right?
I
That's how you got involved in running?
Yeah, it was the
That's
easiest thing
funny.
I could do that didn't involve me having to go to a gym because I don't like going to the gym.
Right.
I really, really don't like going to a gym. I tried the I tried the YMCA, and you get these people that are just inconsiderate, and no, I just don't want anything to do with that. I like the fresh air too and being outdoors.
Yeah.
So running was an easy thing to do. For the first time I started running, I
Hmm.
live on a regular city, normal size block in a city. It's
Okay.
not big.
Right.
It's just houses up one side, comes around, and then houses back
I'm
down the
down the
other
next side,
side.
yeah. Right.
Yeah, and not big yards. The yards
Right.
are like under half an acre. They're like a so. Um, I couldn't even make it. By the time I got down the end of my block and then down to the the street to come
Hmm.
back down, when I got to that second corner, I had to stop and catch my
You had to
breath.
stop. Yeah. Oh, for sure. Yeah. I mean, starting out like that,
Yeah.
that's kind of you got to build it up.
Yep.
How long did it take you to like,
Well,
let's say, to get to a mile without stopping?
to get to a mile
Because
without
you were still pretty big at
stopping,
that point, right?
yeah, probably at least a month.
Yeah. That's
Yeah.
not bad.
I think I was, yeah, I think I was adding on. Oh, it was probably more than a month. It may have been close to 2 months.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then, so
Something
you
like that
built up
anyway.
to, what'd you do? You did a half marathon first, or how did you? Because
No,
you've done
I did a 5K
a
first.
5K. Okay.
I did a 5K, then did a half marathon. Did a
How do you
few half
train?
marathons.
How do you go from just like running, let's say 2, 3, 4 miles or whatever, to start training for
Hmm.
a half marathon and then a full marathon?
There's all sorts of plans you can download and find on the internet, but my advice would be to join a running group that
Mm,
that helps sponsor training runs. We
yeah.
have one of those in the Fox Valley here,
Do you still
and
run with the running group?
yep.
All right. Well, tell them you did a podcast and tell them to come check it out. And what's up to everybody listening from Doug's running group? That's pretty cool. You guys
Yeah.
still do you guys still do or do you still do marathons right now?
So I have taken the last this is like year two that I haven't done a race.
Was that
Um,
yeah.
yeah,
You had
I got
surgery or
kind of
something, didn't you?
well. That's not what took me out. What took
Hmm.
me out to start with is I did not really like the one race that I was doing, at least here locally. I didn't like one of the things they were donating money to.
Yeah.
and I wanted nothing to do with that. So,
Hmm. There you
um,
go.
I without getting political, I will
Political,
just
yeah.
say it that way.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you're good. Yeah, I
yeah.
gotcha. So you still, but
Um,
you still do, how far, what's your average run
I,
nowadays?
6 miles.
Good grief. That's incredible.
Um, yeah. I normally, although right now I'm not. Normally I'm in half marathon shape all the time. Right now I'm
Yeah?
not. My mileage is way down this year.
How long
Normally
would it
I'm
take you
over
to get to half marathon?
eight,
A
six
month or
weeks.
so? Yeah, that's
Yeah,
not
six
bad.
weeks. Yeah. Um,
You have to
yeah.
change your diet
I
when you
mean,
do that?
not to be real good. No, I not for half marathon. I don't worry about that too much. I mean,
No, not for a half
maybe
marathon.
the night before, maybe the night before you can carb load a little bit. It's not people honestly. It's really easy to overeat unless you're going to
Yeah.
start running. Like a marathon.
Hmm.
All this whole carb load nonsense and stuff. Not for half
Yeah.
marathon distance. You really don't need to. I mean, get a
But
good
for the full
sports drink.
marathon,
It, then it starts to help. So you don't
yeah.
do. Yeah. But for a half marathon, it's really easy to end up overeating, and then all of a sudden you'll be like, "Oh, why am I not losing weight?" Well, because you're eating too much food.
So when you're running, practicing running or whatever, and when you're doing the marathons, do you look around, like, do you actually look at the scenery as you're running?
hmm
Or do you
hmm
just kind of like focus and,
It
you know what I mean?
depends. It depends on what you're doing, but a lot of times, unless you're doing a trail marathon where you really got to watch your footing on the
Oh yeah, your
trails.
footing. Sure.
Um, yeah,
Have you done
I
those?
mean, but I did a trail 25K.
Cool.
The next race I'm gonna do is I gotta drop back down. I gotta get back down under 150 pounds. So I want to lose about 15 pounds, and if I can get back down under 150 pounds, I'm gonna sign up and probably do a ultra
What is
and
the
train up
ultra?
for an ultra. So something that's uh, basically 50K or more.
And how long do you have to do that? Like a day?
No, no, no. 50K would be um, let's see, 31 miles roughly.
And how long does that take?
Um, for me, I don't know. Right. Let's see. 2 years ago, I had
Wow,
my second best.
50K.
2 years ago, I had my second best marathon time, which was like 4:13 and change, something like that.
So
Anyway,
how in
um,
let's see a regular
that was it.
marathon, is it like
What's that?
20? How long is a regular marathon? 20,
26.2.
26.2. So you got another five on top of that.
Mm-hmm.
Holy smokes.
Basically, what you
God,
do
that's
is you
crazy. That's awesome.
basically for 50K, then what you do is you marathon train, and then add in some trail runs, longer trail runs
Yeah.
instead of longer road runs. You add in your longer trail runs, and you can usually manage to bang out, and maybe you get a little bit north of the 20 miles. Normally for a marathon, you have a couple, you'll double peak at 20 miles. Um, Maybe for if you're gonna do like a 50K, maybe you'll
Hmm.
do maybe try to hit 22 miles or something like that. But there ends up become maybe 24. It depends on the plans you look at, but
What do
there
you
becomes a point where you lose the what you're gonna gain.
what do you use for your drinks or whatever? Let's say before you go on your marathon, like start, and then as you're running, what's your drink of choice?
Yeah. You want me to
Whiskey.
drop? You want no, it's not whiskey. You want me to drop a name? I use a it's a
Yeah, okay.
it's a company called Scratch Labs.
Scratch Labs. Okay.
Yep.
And what do they do?
They make hydration
Hmm.
products
All right.
and,
That's
and
cool.
and energy products. So they have
Right.
energy bars that you can eat mid-run.
Scratch Labs. I'm gonna look this up.
They've got those. They got those gummies that you can chew. For the um,
Oh yeah, the weed gummies. Yeah, those are good.
no, not the weed gummies. No, the carb gummies. Um, yeah,
All right. I'm gonna writing that down.
yeah,
Okay.
that
That's kind of neat.
they have good stuff. It's way better for you than Gatorade.
Yeah. That's
So
kind of cool.
a lot of times, you know, I'll carry stuff with me,
Hmm.
and but you know, if I'm really trying to push for a time, you kind of get forced into taking advantage of their whatever they offer on the
Whatever they
course,
offer,
because
yeah.
yeah, because you don't really want to carry the extra weight.
Yeah, that makes sense. When you're training, do you like stash bottles around at places or
I have done that. Yep,
yeah?
it's either that or I take it past you know, a gas station or whatever to get some more water.
Yeah.
Or during the summer you can run, you know, through parks and refill at parks.
Yeah.
But during the winter they've got the up here they've got those all shut off, so
What
you
do
have to
you
refill at gas stations.
you use like some type of tracking app or something on like what do you use?
No, I have a Garmin, but that's just for tracking my distance. I
Yeah,
just
I well,
it
maybe that's what I
what
mean, I guess.
yeah when I run, you know, I can pretty much run around the Fox Valley and not need a I don't need a trail map or anything like that. I
Kind of
just kind
keep
of need to
basic
know,
idea.
okay, yeah, I kind of need to know, okay, I'm running for, you know, I'm running for 10 miles today.
Hmm.
Here's the routes I can take. You kind of get used to it if you
Yeah,
do it enough.
that makes sense. That's kind of cool.
Hmm.
That's cool, cool. I
Yeah.
like that. I don't really run much anymore. My knees don't appreciate the running very much.
Yeah, yours
I'm sure if
not
I
going to.
figured out like actual good running techniques and better shoes, because I don't know, maybe that would help. But I do a lot of elliptical machines and
Hmm.
things like that.
I'm not certain your knees would take it regardless of what kind of
Yeah,
shoes you wear.
after my knee surgeries, yeah, probably not.
Hmm.
Hmm. Did you hear about that 95-year-old woman that did the 50-yard dash a year
Mm-mm.
after her hip replacement?
No.
Yeah, she had hip replacement, and
Huh.
then like a year after that, she did a 50-yard dash. It was like some, I don't know, whatever. And she's just like, it was really neat. That's pretty cool.
Yep.
I thought that was kind of fun.
There's a lady in her 70s that can still bang out miles with the best of us. I
Is that
have
right?
to
That's
oh yeah.
awesome.
Yeah.
That's
There's a
real
guy
cool.
in his 70s that runs with us regularly. Um, yeah. It's there it's a good it's a good sport to take up, but you never want to compare yourself to another person. Here's a funny story
Yeah.
quickly. I was running with that 70-year-old guy. You know, we're kind of oh, I don't know, we're about 7, 8 miles in, whatever it was.
Hmm.
And there's this guy that was running, or well, speed walking, um, but he came up just shy of being an Olympic qualifier
Is that right?
for speed
Did you
walking.
say
The
speed
other guy,
walking?
not
How cool.
yeah, this other guy was, but he passed us. We were running, and he's speed walking faster than we're running.
That's awesome. That's fantastic.
And and Chuck, the guy I was running with, he looks over at me and he says, "Well, that really puts us into our place, doesn't it?"
Yeah. Kind of kicks you in the ass a little bit.
Yep.
That's
Here
pretty
we are.
funny.
We're running, and we're saying, you know, we were both feeling pretty good, and we were kind of, but we were starting to get tired, and this guy goes walking faster than us.
Yeah. Some dude just was like, yep, here I go. That's pretty funny.
Yeah.
That's
Yep.
neat. Hmm. All right. All right. Let's see. Do you have do you have any topics or questions? What do you have so far?
Hmm.
I still have quite a
Um.
bit, but
Oh, go ahead. Go ahead.
no, go ahead.
Keep them coming. No,
Let me hear what you got.
no. Go ahead. Keep them coming.
All right. So this is kind of random. Um, all right. I brought this up with Kenzie last week. Dress socks. I have a problem with dress socks. So no matter
Yep.
what kind of dress socks I get, they
Hmm.
always end up like my feet just smell at the end of the day, and it pisses me off. And I think that there's got to be a company out there that can do better dress socks than the crap that's out there. Like, I don't know
Hmm.
why normal whatever socks seem to be better. Why can't
Yeah,
you make a dress sock with the same material as that? I don't know. But yeah,
there is.
there is
Yeah,
better
there
dress
is
socks.
yeah, there is a company, depending on how dressy you want to get with the dress socks, but there's um you could look into Smartwool socks. They are somewhat naturally um
I like my socks to be
odor
fun.
re resistant.
I like
Um
my dress socks to be fun. Like I have some Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle socks.
well,
Yeah.
then in that case, look up there. Okay, here I'm going to promote another company for you, Chet.
All right.
Um, look up Darn Tough.
Darn.
DARN,
Yep.
and
Tough.
then Tough. Darn Tough. They're out of Vermont or
And they
something
make
up
dress
there
socks.
anyway. They make Smartwool socks up there.
Okay.
Yeah,
All
they're
right. I'm gonna take a
actually
look.
made in the USA.
All right.
They have different types of socks. Anyway, that one of the things is they don't they're not supposed to get smelly as quickly.
Yeah. Hmm. All right. All right. All right. So running. That's pretty good.
Yep. They also have
Oh.
running socks. That's the reason I know about them. But they also have
Yeah.
some socks for dress socks.
So your your kids are all graduated from high school. Your
Yep.
oldest is off to college and doing his thing. I
Yep.
think he graduates this year. That was Caden
Yep.
I had on. Had some
Yep.
small sound issues with that. Apologies on that one. But are you and Lori? Are you guys like empty nesters?
No, Tanner still lives at home.
Yeah. Does he hang out with you guys?
Hmm. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
Tanner and I actually will we bike together, run together.
I was gonna say he bikes a
We all
lot,
like
doesn't he?
biking. Yeah. Oh gosh, yeah, he just biked 101 miles today.
He biked 101 miles today.
Yeah.
Dude, his legs
I
got
didn't
to be
even
so
drive that
ripped.
far back and forth to work.
His legs
Dude, I
have to
don't
be
drive back.
ripped.
Oh yeah. Yeah. His, his legs are yeah, he's solid.
Good grief. That's
Yeah.
incredible. How long does that take him?
I'd have to look at his I'd have to look at his map, but I'm not sure.
101 miles?
101 miles. Yep.
Wow. You should have him come out here.
Yep.
They got a lot of good mountain biking trails. I don't know if he does mountain biking or not. No, really, seriously.
He does have a fat tire bike that he rides during the winter.
Yeah?
We use those some. He and I have used those sometimes on the trails. Hmm.
Hmm. Mm-hmm. You should. There's a
So,
lot of good biking stuff out here.
yeah,
All right.
I'm one of the few that rides the fat tire bikes on the trails during the summer. Probably
That's
the
good.
only one. I think everybody else just rides mountain bikes.
Yeah, that's pretty neat. All right.
Yeah, we're pretty active. We're pretty active family. We do you know mountain. We do the biking. We do the running. We do fishing, hunting. So on and so forth.
Yeah. That's good though. You got to
Lot of
stay
outdoor
active, I
stuff.
think.
Golfing. Hmm.
Yeah. And you guys boat too, right? You guys go boating?
Yep. Yep.
That helps. That's cool. Okay, so I have a few things.
Hmm.
I mean, I could talk and talk, but all right. I'm gonna hold on to that one. Okay, I have one for you. All right.
All right.
So I'm gonna talk AI because I do it on each episode, so might as well continue that one. Hey, yeah, I let me see if I can find it here in my notes. All right. Okay. So the first one I'm going to bring up is the family. So a 16-year-old um, was talking to AI, and I normally I would have the story up in front of me so I could actually
Mm.
make sure I get it correct. So if anybody's
Mm.
listening and I get it semi-incorrect, I apologize, but I'm just going to kind of keep it high level. So 16-year-old essentially they committed suicide. They were talking to AI and the AI basically talked them through how to do it and
Mm. Yep.
like
I think I
whatever.
remember this story
Yeah.
vaguely. Hmm.
And so the family is suing, I think it's OpenAI chat. I think
Hmm.
that was the story I read, and I apologize if that is not it, but if I understand correctly. So I guess my question is, do you think these AI chat companies or whatever, do you think they have whatever level of accountability for something like that?
Hmm. Yeah.
I would think so.
Yeah. Yep.
Like,
Yep.
based on what I
Um,
do for work and everything, especially now, like, dude, there's got to be controls for that. I mean,
hmm
if they're gonna go
So
warp
they.
speed with this, like,
Yep.
you need to figure out your controls a lot faster than, oh, crap,
Yep.
people are doing dumb shit and
Correct.
we're not
Based
getting
off of the
notified.
information it's provided.
Yeah.
Right. Yep. Um, yeah. I mean, if somebody wants to do it badly enough, they're going to figure it out anyway. I mean, you can do an internet search, obviously, and figure that out too. But
Yeah.
the AI can be a good tool, just like anything. Yeah, just like with any kind of piece of technology,
Hmm.
it can be a tool for good, and it can be a tool for evil. It can be
Oh,
used for
I would
evil.
agree. Yeah, for
Just
sure.
with any technology that
Any
is.
technology that
Um,
exists. Yeah.
yep. Um, you know, the problem is that it's all well. I better not go into that one. But
Well, what you got? Let me hear it.
the problem is that is all the AI data centers are storing what we're uh, what
Oh
we're
yeah, I've talked
searching.
about this. Yeah, by all
Yeah.
means, say it. Go ahead.
Okay.
Yeah, you're not gonna piss me off.
All the AI data centers now are storing everything.
Absolutely everything. Yeah.
That's everything. Whether it's those stupid traffic cameras that
Yeah.
supposedly dump it and don't use it when you're not a criminal. Well, that's baloney. They are.
Hmm.
They're
Yeah.
absolutely storing it and creating a database of everybody that drives everywhere. That's all being driven by AI, and
Yeah.
and it's
Even
all
if
being
they
stored at
don't,
all these data centers.
right? Even if they don't keep that data for, let's say that their retention period is, let's say, 30 days, 60 days, 6 months, a year, 10 years, whatever, and then they have to delete it, right? And let's just say they actually follow that these data repositories and they get rid of it or whatever companies are basically paying to store the data.
Hmm. Hmm.
They still have that amount of time to digest the data, go through it, and understand it and actually figure it out and
Hmm.
understand it and say, okay, well, based on this, this is what we can do.
Sure.
Um, yeah, yeah, it's pretty
Yep.
creepy. It's definitely
Yeah.
creepy.
It really is.
So that
Yep.
that leads me into a question. When do you think? Hold on, I want to find my question. So I think I put it pretty well in here. All right. Yeah. When do you think there will be like a legal argument over robot slash AI rights? Do you think that'll
Um,
come
sooner rather than later.
right? And
They're saying by 2030 most people will have a robot assistant in their house.
by
It won't be in my
2030,
house. Yep.
a robot assistant. Well, define a robot assistant, you think?
Um, a robot that'll help out with your menial chores like washing the dishes and that kind of stuff.
So different than like
They're saying
a dishwasher.
they're saying it'll be more affordable than um and to clean your house too, not just dishwasher, but clean your
Five
house
years.
and mow the lawn and that kind of stuff. I mean, basically, they already have a robot that can mow the lawn. It's just not, one that's walking around pushing your gas-powered lawnmower.
Hmm.
It's the battery-powered lawnmower that learns your yard. Um, They
Oh
already
yeah.
have those.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I've seen
Um,
those.
but yeah, they're
I
saying
don't
by
know.
2030, most people have them in their house. They'll be cheaper than cars.
I think I'd agree with you, probably like by 2030. Just because, like, I don't know if you heard the story or heard you probably didn't listen to it for me, but there was a lady that is engaged somehow, quote unquote,
Hmm.
engaged to her AI boyfriend.
Oh yeah, I've seen those stories too.
So I would assume
Yep.
the next thing we're going to see is a petition to be allowed to get married.
Hmm.
I don't see how that's going to work out, but we'll see.
One of the most popular apps on the App Store is basically an AI companion.
Yeah, oh, I would assume. Yeah,
Yep. Yep. You can have a friend.
lot of
Um,
loneliness going around.
nice friend.
Yeah, I don't know. It's it's certainly weird. I mean, for the people that are lonely, I certainly understand a certain draw to it, especially if they've had hard times with making human friends and actually trying to figure out that. I'm not saying I think it's right and that that's what they should do. I understand how people go down that path.
We're we are called by God to be social creatures.
I agree. Yeah, that's exactly right. And so if they are lonely and they haven't found their, let's say, their friend or their group of people or whatever out in society,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
it's logical.
Yep.
That's tough.
Oh yeah. Oh
It's
yeah.
tough,
It's
man.
absolutely gonna happen. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we're definitely living in a weird time, I think, with that.
Yeah. Yeah. It's unfortunately, I think they've oversold AI to a certain extent as well. There's
Hmm.
definitely stories about that as well, and examples of that where AI can talk itself right into being incorrect.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
So
Yeah.
they've oversold its current capabilities
Yeah.
as well. And the one thing everybody has to keep in mind about AI is that
It's not always right.
it was written by people and coded
It was
by
written by some dumbass
people.
like people like me.
Yep. So
Hmm.
keep in mind that data can always be flawed.
Yeah, that's for sure.
Mm-mm.
That's pretty interesting. Hmm.
If you can't, there now, if you can't tell where I fall on AI,
Yeah.
there it is.
I
Uh,
so I'll tell you, I'm like a 60/40. I don't, maybe that's not even right. I don't really know. But like I'm terrified. At least 60%
mm,
terrified. 40% interested. Like you said, it can be a useful tool.
yep.
But
I
I
don't have
think
it on my
I'm
phone and won't put it on there. But
yeah, I don't really I don't use it in my personal life really.
mm,
I do like at work. I'm getting into it, and I'm pretty much to the point of either I'm going to start really figuring it out and utilizing it and working
mm,
like figuring out the bad guy, or like I'll be done in another 2 years, and then
mm-hmm.
I don't know. I
Yep.
don't know at that point.
You see all
Like I
the
don't
you
know.
see all the
I'll
estimates of
figure
people
out a
that
new
are going
career.
all the people that are going to be losing their jobs over it
Yeah.
with it.
Oh,
Mm-hmm.
we're doing that right now. We're actually um,
Mm-hmm.
with my current job, and I've talked about this on my podcast too. But um, we're already going through where they can automate more and use AI,
Mm-hmm.
and so
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. It is what
Yep.
it is.
Yep.
So um, so I'm gonna ask you a question. Are you okay if we talk a little
Mm-hmm.
Charlie Kirk? Is that okay?
Sure.
Okay.
Yep.
And I'm gonna keep it as non-political as I can, because I
Right.
will tell you, like, I definitely, I try not to do politics for this specific reason. Um,
Sure.
I, I think it was a pure act of evil. Um,
Mm-hmm.
and, I don't think there's a whole lot else to say about that act. Um,
Right. It was. Yep.
But there's a lot of points that I think are very telling and interesting about this. So the first thing, now you're not a social media person,
Not at
correct?
all. I'm
I'm
not on
not.
any social media
Yeah.
any longer.
And
I
you
got
used
off
to
because
be.
it's all garbage.
And what do you mean by that? Like, tell me,
Meaning
I
people,
remember you going through it. I remember you
yep,
had
I did.
some,
Mhm.
so tell me about
People will
your,
say things, yep, people will say things on social media that they otherwise would not say to a person face to face. Um, so they get the, is what I always like to call it, screen courage, or keyboard courage, if
yeah,
you
the
will.
keyboard warrior,
Um,
sure, yeah.
hmm Yep.
Because you were
And
arguing a lot with people, right?
yeah,
And
and
you were
I
just
and
trying to
I
make
saw,
like whatever point and
yep, and I realized, you know what, this is stupid,
yeah.
and I got off of everything. I don't have
Hmm.
one social media account for anything.
Were you, when you had because a lot of your debates were political when you were online,
Mm-hmm.
did you try to remain like as nice, like it is not like, what's the word I'm looking for, as respectful as possible? Or do you think like it went negative from your end as well? I know it's a while back when you kind of went through that.
Yeah, I mean, there's no way I could have called myself perfect because nobody is.
Yeah.
Um,
Like either way,
so
it like
so
negative
I
probably
try
came out
I
of
will
it.
say I tried to, but I would say there had to have been times I'd have to look at I would have to,
Yeah. I
I'm
just,
sure somebody could probably dig something out, a specific
right.
example up. Um, I
But
I but I tried, I always tried not to be toxic.
yeah. And that's kind of the thing, like that's a very good word. And I may use that because there were a lot of comments and it was on both sides. It was on
Hmm.
and what I mean by both sides is like, there I mean you see the evilness like really spreading with the people are like, haha, yeah, good, da da da. And then you see the other on the other side, and I'm not saying
Yep.
everybody by any means, but I see this,
Here.
and they're for Charlie Kirk and what he was doing in
Hmm.
his mission and everything like that,
Hmm.
and instead of just putting something like hey, rest in peace or
Hmm.
whatever, they add that extra little hey, I'm really pissed about this, and it is all of this group's fault and whatever.
Right.
Um, and I get it. People are pissed. People are really
Hmm.
upset.
Hmm.
Um, I don't know.
Because the thing is, people. Here's a problem. Uh, so you can look up and see things that he said,
Mhm.
and they get taken out of
Out of
context.
context, yeah.
Yep. So
And even not, even if
people will
let's
say
say,
because of only listening to partial part of what he said, people will
mhm,
say will come away and say, "Oh, he was racist."
he was
He was
racist.
far
Yeah,
from being
sure.
racist, actually. If
Yeah.
you listen, they'll take little snippets, and this is what social media does, because people that are on most people that are on social media um, only look at it for 5 minutes and then they're on to the next thing. They don't read the entirety of what the man said.
Yeah.
Am I overly familiar with Charlie Kirk? No. However, if you read the entirety of, one of the, I was reading a post and then it says, however, if you look at what everything he said, and then you look at after he answered the whole thing, you
Mhm.
realize, oh, wait a minute, that's not racist at all.
Right.
It's like the opposite of it. And that kind of is the problem with social media is people will take snippets out of it and then they'll make their point and they'll say, "Oh my gosh,"
Yeah.
and they go off
They'll
half-cocked
make it
without
they'll make it fit their narrative.
correct.
I noticed. I will say one thing I noticed when he talked with the people that really just seem to hate him, and they yell and swear and whatever.
Hmm.
I always noticed like those were the people that he liked to talk to and like
Hmm.
try to get them to actually have dialogue with him. And I thought
That was his
that
whole
was
point.
yeah, it was so interesting. Because there's not a lot of people that will be like, hey, can we just have a conversation? Like, I get it.
Hmm.
You're really upset and you think, fine. And there's not a lot of people that can do that. And
Hmm.
I'm going
He
to
was
wait.
articulate.
Yeah, hopefully I'm going to remember this thing because I think it's really neat. And I'm writing my reminder because I want to say it at the end. But
Mm.
so a couple things I noticed. Well, obviously he was reaching out to younger people, and that
Hmm.
seems to have really upset whatever evil force was pushing this.
Hmm. Hmm.
And I think it says a lot. I think it says a lot.
Hmm.
Like he was reaching, a definite younger audience, the college age kids and
Hmm.
even high school
Who need to
students
be who need
who
to be
who need,
reached.
yeah, who need, they need to know that there's a lot out there,
Hmm. Yep.
you know, and you need to be able to question yourself and make sure like what it is you believe, are you actually in line with it or are you not? And I thought he
Hmm.
he was pretty good at doing that. Um,
Hmm.
Another thing, so I know you're not social media, but his social media following, okay, I just saw this today. Before he was assassinated, he was at 6.9 million followers across all of his
Wow.
social media platforms, right?
Hmm.
He's at
Hmm.
12.1 million right now. Went up to 12.1.
Wow. Wow. So people
Yeah,
can look back at his old posts, probably. Sure.
probably. It's just,
Hmm.
I don't know. The attempted evil act backfired a little bit, I think.
Hmm.
Huh.
Well, it's all in,
So
yeah, it's all in how it gets used, right?
sure, yeah, I mean, yeah, that too,
Mm-hmm.
for sure.
Hmm.
I don't know. I don't understand why people feel the need to be so antagonizing when they,
Well, here's why. So, well, we have all fallen for this false left-right paradigm that
yeah,
is
yeah,
pushed by, it's pushed by our politicians, it's pushed
hmm
by, the media, all the above.
yeah. It's like
And
they push to keep
all
us
it does is
separated or
divide
divided.
everybody.
Yeah, it's like
Correct.
they
That's
they push to
all they
divide
want to
us.
do is just divide us.
Yeah,
And,
isn't that
you
funny?
know,
I
yep,
literally wrote that down. Like they're trying to find a way to divide us, keep us divided.
yep, yep. Because then all we're doing is being angry with each other and not focusing on
Hmm
what we need to focus on. Yep. Mm.
Yeah. Oh, people need to try to have a bit
I,
more
yeah,
understanding or
I have gone,
different
I have,
views.
I have gone completely different in my views on uh, politics. And by that, I don't mean I've gone from left to right or right to left. I mean, pure politics has
Yeah,
taken
that's
a firm back seat
yeah,
in importance.
yeah.
So there, that's probably about as
I
much
don't
as I
blame
want
you.
to
I
bore
don't
you with.
blame you. I don't consider myself Republican or Democrat or I don't remember what the some of the other ones are, but I do not at
Yeah,
all. I don't believe in political parties. I just you can find evil on both sides and I don't yeah.
because it's all driven by people.
That's yeah. Yeah, I think when people I don't know, power definitely corrupts people.
Hmm. Hmm. It's because it's money. Money is
Yeah.
what corrupts power. It's like that verse in the Bible that says it's easier for a camel to get through the head of a needle or the eye of a needle than it is for a rich man to get to heaven. It's because money corrupts.
Hmm. Yeah, that's good.
That
Do
was
you pay
Jesus
attention
talking.
to yeah. Do you pay attention to the investigation or trials or anything like that of not just this one, but of anything at all? Acts like
Uh,
this or
very, very vaguely, yeah.
yeah. That's about how I do too.
Mm.
Like I
Yep.
high level overview. This one I'm paying
Honestly,
attention
I
to
don't
a
have
bit
any
more.
control over it. and I just, because I don't have any control over it, I can only control what I can control. That isn't one of them. So I do a little bit of reading about it, and that's about as much as I take it.
Yeah. I pay
I
attention to
don't
school
spend much
shootings
time with
and
it. Yep.
yeah, I pay attention to school shooting investigations too.
Mm,
Like
mm.
yeah,
The
it's
really unfortunate part is more often than not, this is a line, it's never about what it's about. So almost all the time we're fed a line of bull
yeah,
that isn't either isn't completely accurate or is just outright a lie.
yeah,
There's all sorts of examples you can list where that's been the case, and that's kind of the problem. Well, usually what we're being told is not what actually is the case,
yeah. That's pretty sad.
which is also why I don't. You kind of have to take what you read with a grain of salt. As
Yeah,
much,
I agree.
and you can say, "Oh, I trust this source because they're independent." Yeah, well, guess they also are the same.
Yeah. I will say, and this is I have two final points on that, and I here's the thing, like this is personally, like when somebody disagrees with me on something, if they have good, valid, intelligent,
Mm,
arguments or reasons or whatever, and they're delivering it in what I would call not hateful, they're being respectful or whatever, and we're having a debate.
mm,
Like it forces me to be that much better. You know what I mean? Like, hold on,
mm, mm,
I need to
mm,
understand my material. That way I can come back. Um,
mm,
so yeah, that's one thing, and
mm,
and well, I think that leads into this next thing because I think he was really good
mm,
about that. Um,
mm,
I really do. I think he was good at delivering it in that way. And the reason I can say that, so I saw this thing and I I didn't do much research on it, but I did see it about 4 hours ago. So
mm,
apparently, and this is going to be on the political side. So I apologize. I know I'm not going political. I'm trying not to, but I thought
mm,
this was pretty respectful
mm,
on both sides. So I thought, I love, and I thought this was neat. So apparently, there's a lot of people that are like, um, when I die, oh my gosh, I'm gonna mess this up. When I die, bury me in red for something like, their mega gear, right? And
mm,
then there were a lot of like Democrats saying when I die, bury me in blue. And they had a picture of like, Charlie Kirk, so
mm,
I can debate or something like that. I was like, oh, that's
mm,
cool. Like they were showing him some
mm,
like some respect of, he really brought his A game when he came to debate
mm,
people. So I thought
mm,
it was really neat, like how they did it. And
mm.
again, I probably messed up like what they said or whatever, but it was just
Sure.
a cool form of mutual respect, and I thought that was kind of
Mm,
neat.
mm.
So yeah, so yeah, yeah, it's got to be tough on the family, and me as a
Yeah. Right.
married and
And they're a
father of
young
the
family
kids.
too.
Yeah,
Right. Right.
yeah, that's rough. It's rough for people
Yep.
to go to.
Yep. Mm.
All right, so I have. Do you have any questions? What topics do you have?
So, what made you decide to start doing this
What made me decide to
podcast?
start doing the podcast?
Hmm.
Hmm. Um. Okay. I really, really enjoy talking to people. Um.
Mm,
I like to ask the most random questions. I like finding out what makes people tick. Like what do
mm,
they do?
mm,
Um. Like my friends give me crap. A bunch of my friends give me crap. 'Cause I'm like, hey, I have kind of a random question, or hey, I have a question. They're like, oh, this is a shock. Chet's got a random question. What you got? And so I'll ask my
yeah.
questions and we'll
Yeah.
we'll talk about it. And like I do, I enjoy having those conversations where Sandwiches. I like to talk about sandwiches with people.
Mm, mm.
One of my buddies is like, I don't even know what we would talk about. I'm like, I'll talk to you for 45 minutes about sandwiches if that's all we can come up with. He's like, really? I was like, yeah. He's like, well, what do you mean? I was like, I don't
Well,
know.
it
Do you
better
like
be a good
peanut?
sandwich.
Yeah. He's like, well, he's like, what do you mean? I'm like, do you like peanut butter and jelly sandwiches? He's like, yeah. I'm like, have you ever had a toasted peanut butter and jelly sandwich? Do you ever put bananas on your peanut butter and jelly? He's like, oh,
How about
that's,
peanut butter and banana?
yeah, I
Oh,
love with a little honey. Yeah, that's good stuff right there. But no, I really enjoy talking to people. And I think that I know that there's thousands and thousands and however many podcasts, like maybe millions, I don't know, whatever. There's a lot of podcasts.
mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And I just, I think that there needs to be more where people, just the random person, the average person can come and
Mm-hmm.
hang out and talk and tell their story a little bit because they're just as
Mm-hmm.
important as all these famous
Mm-hmm.
people or whatever,
Mm-hmm.
famous quote unquote, that have the
Yeah.
same shit to say as anybody else.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Yep.
and plus, I want to talk to people about like all their neat, cool jobs that I think are way neat. Like, I want to talk to somebody if I can ever find somebody that does those big like skyscraper cranes. I
Mm-hmm.
want to talk to somebody that actually operates one of those. I think
Yep.
there's a lot of cool stuff with that and a lot of cool stories. But, yeah, that's kind of why I got into it. I just want to
Sure.
talk to
Sure.
people and hang out.
Hmm. Yeah, we didn't
So,
even get into my part-time job.
oh yeah, let's talk about your part-time job. Yeah.
Yeah,
You are,
I was just
yeah. Tell us about
I'm
that.
a yeah, I'm a football referee and a baseball slash softball umpire
Yeah.
for high school sports and
How long
youth sports
how
for that matter.
how long have you been doing that now?
Um, so I started doing baseball and softball just after Caden stopped playing baseball.
Okay.
And I would just do it for the youth sports league that he played baseball for when he was younger. Um, so once Caden and Tanner were both done with baseball, I started umpiring that,
Yeah.
and then they needed help with some of their tournaments. So then I started doing that. Then I got WIA certified, and then I took up high school. And then I decided, oh, I'm going to do football too. So yeah, I do football Friday nights and uh, Thursday nights are JV, and sometimes we have Monday nights for freshmen, and then that's football. And then baseball, softball is pretty much any day of the week. Caden
Yeah.
and I umpire together during the summer. Um, yeah, it's funny. There's little rule differences between high school and NFL that um, that most people in the stands are not aware of.
Oh, okay. Like
Uh,
what?
that oh my gosh, and it just makes them mad. Um, so we've two different times in varsity. We've thrown a flag for in high school now. You can't go and light up a defenseless receiver. You
Okay.
got to actually you actually have to wrap them up. Um, you can't just bang the old like Ronnie Lott style tackle that where the receiver
Oh
come across the
yeah.
middle and he just level them. You can't tackle like that anymore. Not in high school. Because that's what's been leading to concussions and serious
Concussions and
injuries,
everything. Yeah.
and that's what they're trying to take away. They're trying to get rid of that as much as they can, at least do what they can to prevent them. So that and
That's
blindside
interesting.
blocks. So you'll see that blindside block that'll just decleat a player. Whoop,
Mm-hmm.
there goes the flag. And I'll tell you, there isn't a person in the stands that we
That
get
doesn't get
booed every
upset.
time that
Yeah.
happens. Oh my goodness.
I think we
Um,
saw that on Friday night. Because JD Bell cheers now, and so we'll go to the Friday night
mm,
games. And
mm,
I think I saw one of those flags. I was like, what was that for?
yeah,
So that makes
yeah,
sense.
that's
Huh.
yeah.
That's
They're trying to
interesting.
take that over. It's a player protection penalty,
Yeah.
and it's
I'm not
really
bothered by that.
they're trying to promote player safety.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was one of the things, and I knew that was going to be an issue.
Hmm.
I was talking to a coach at the scrimmage that we were doing, and I said, "You wait till Friday night. Everybody's gonna everybody in the stands is gonna get all riled up about it." And he said, "I'll tell you, the coaches shouldn't." He said, "We've had that told us to us on more than
Yeah.
one occasion." But
Do
yeah,
the coaches hang pretty well with it then?
um, they don't always agree with it, but
But yeah,
like the two that we had, after I explained, you have to wrap up. That's part of the rules now.
yeah,
And yeah, basically what that does is it's takes away that big, huge, jarring
sure.
hit.
Hmm. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, concussions are no joke. Jada Bell got a
Yep.
concussion
Mm.
a week, a little over a week ago, week and a
Yep.
half ago now,
Yep.
or maybe yeah, something like that.
Mm.
Um,
Yeah. The other interesting one that comes up
yeah,
is
through cheer, she fell.
she got that through cheer,
Yeah, she fell.
like from
She got
falling.
yeah, because
Oh,
she's a
yeah.
flyer and she came back and nobody caught her and she hit like her back and her head and yeah.
Do they have people? Do they have people back behind to
Yeah,
as a
usually they have
safety? Yeah.
their out of
Mm.
whatever they're called, like
Yeah.
the spotters or whatever. Yeah. Hmm.
Yeah.
So
Hmm.
yeah. So yeah, she's still I think she's pretty good now.
Hmm.
It was considered a minor concussion, but she definitely had some
Yeah.
dizziness and yeah, concussions actually they take a good amount of time to actually heal fully. I found out.
Hmm.
I
Yep.
found out a lot,
Yep.
obviously, with Jade Bell getting a concussion, but that's interesting.
Yep. Yeah. Caden got one years ago when he was playing football, and it
Was
was
that
a
right?
blindside block. Yep.
Oh, yeah, there you go.
Yep.
So do you like being an ump for baseball and softball?
Yeah. Yeah.
Pretty
I
good.
mean, it's yeah. I think 2 years in a row now I've umpired one of the ult eventual state tournament teams,
Oh, is that right?
which has been
That's cool.
during the regular season. That's been kind of interesting.
They're
Yep.
pretty good. So they're pretty
Um,
good, like
yeah.
pretty good teams when they come through. That's neat.
Yep. Yeah. So that's yeah. I have the most fun though, just doing the weekend tournaments with Caden. It's
Yeah.
long, and
Sure.
it makes for a really long weekend.
Hmm.
Because the one tournament we did 16 games across a weekend.
Holy smokes, that's a lot.
Eh, Yeah, and it was 95 and humid
Oh,
um, up here in Wisconsin.
yeah.
And yeah, it was a long weekend. My feet in the black shoes actually were got burnt, like temperature wise.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
This sucks.
Yep.
Wow. What did you put aloe on them?
Yeah.
Dip your feet in a little aloe bath?
It was. Yeah. It was. Yeah, I couldn't quite figure it out. I'm like, gosh, my feet are actually red. And then
Yeah.
it dawned on me. I'm like, oh my gosh, I bet you they got actually burnt,
That's pretty
even though
interesting.
not from a sunburn, but from
Yeah.
temperature. Yeah.
Yeah. How
Yeah.
interesting.
Yeah, that was but I mean, it's good. He used it for extra money while he was going to college.
Yeah.
We'll doing the tournaments across the summer, we'll pull down about 5 grand each.
Wow.
So,
That's pretty good.
yeah.
That's real neat. Huh.
But I will tell you, it kills the entire month of June.
Oh, I'm sure. Yeah.
Part of
That's
May and
wild.
June. And shoot, I mean, you can do them all the way into July, but we go on vacation in July, so.
Yeah. Huh.
Mm.
That's pretty cool though. That's a good like
Yeah.
part-time job.
It's a good part-time job. You don't make a ton, but
No.
you make a little bit of money. You get to be a part of a sport, and
Yeah. It's kind of a
you
neat
get some
community.
fun. Yeah, you get some fun interactions sometimes, and some not so fun interactions.
Sure. Sure.
But yeah,
Hmm. That's cool. All
yeah.
right. What?
That's my part-time job.
Yeah. Any other questions or topics?
So where do you see your podcast going?
I have no idea.
Where do you
Yeah, I
yeah
have no
just gonna kind
idea.
of see where it goes?
Yeah, kind of. Yeah. Um, I asked, this is gonna be funny. So I asked the girls, I don't even know if this is something I could do or not, at their school. a business can, like put up a banner. They can pay, to
Mm,
advertise a banner or whatever. And so I was talking to
mm-hmm.
the girls before school started. I was like, hey, I was like, would you be okay if I, if I paid, if I put a banner up there, of my podcast show? And they're like,
Mm, mm-hmm.
I don't know. Like in the gymnasium? I was like, yeah, in the gymnasium or out on the football field. They're like, oh, um, like, well, clearly it's going to be weird for you, so maybe I won't do that. But
Oh
I
my
know a lot of
gosh.
the
Huh.
a lot of the kids or some of the kids' friends listen to some of the episodes and everything, so it's pretty fun.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Mm,
I don't know, like you know, it's slowly getting bigger.
mm,
It's not huge. It's still a tiny little podcast. Um,
mm-hmm.
but I don't know. I wouldn't mind if it took off a bit, and
Mm.
I had some, a good solid group of listeners that I don't know how big, but yeah, I don't know. Uh,
Oh, cool.
but yeah,
Yep.
I mean, I'll talk to just about anybody as long as it's
Mm-hmm.
respectful. The one
Mm-hmm.
thing I realized is, so I do this out of my house, right? And like for anybody that's local, or let's say anybody that travels here, and I'm like, oh hey, will you come on? Like I better have to trust them at least somehow to come into my house, Otherwise
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna have to do it virtual or something.
Right.
Or I don't know. Like I would eventually like to have a studio. I
Oh,
think that'd be
sure.
kind of neat, like a little office studio where they could come in.
Mm-hmm.
Because what happens if, I get a crazy person at the house? I don't really want that. That'd be pretty
Right.
bad. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I don't know. It just
Mm,
I like talking. I like talking to people
mm,
and hanging out and talk a little religion, talk some sandwiches,
mm-hmm.
maybe some pie.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
It's pretty fun.
Yep.
I wanted Dad to come on.
Good
Yeah,
luck with that.
I know. He said no. He said he won't come on. But
Yeah.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah. He's not gonna do that.
yeah. I don't know. Be interesting to hear some of his stories.
Get some schnapps in him, maybe then he will.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't even think Dad drinks anymore.
Uh,
No. Um, yeah, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see
hmm.
where it goes.
Yeah. Sure.
No, we have camping coming up this weekend. Family camping, we call it, where we have
Nice.
the group. It changes from year to year on how many people go, but I would
Mm-hmm.
say probably averages 50, 60 people. Um,
Okay.
I think one year we had like 90 people. That was a lot. That was really a lot. I think it was
Oh.
that many. But yeah, normally it's like 50 or 60 people or whatever, and people bring dogs. We'll bring our dogs, and where
Mm,
we go camping, and it ends up kind of being like just a little like community, almost like a town. Where there's like one big
mm-hmm.
fire pit, but then some people have their own little fires going, and it's neat to walk
Mm,
around and see everyone's like setup that they have. It's like a small
mm-hmm.
little campground, if you will, at that point. So it's
Mm.
pretty neat. I like doing that.
Is it like a group camp then?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, bunch
Kind of like
of
what, I don't know. Do you
there's
remember
like
the
a
state parks up here?
yeah, yeah, yeah.
How they had the group camp area where
Yeah, kind
they
of.
had, your individual campgrounds, but or campsites, but then they also had
Right.
like off in another area they had what they called their group camp, and then
Right. This would be like we camp up in the woods, up in the mountains, and we go
oh,
off like
okay,
like the dirt roads and everything, and
I gotcha.
yeah, they find a good camping area that can typically hold
Mm.
all of us or whatever, and
Mm-hmm.
yeah, works out pretty well.
Mm.
So yeah, that's
Mm.
coming up this
Cool.
weekend, so that'll be all right.
Okay.
Um,
And we have
what
a
was it?
we have a fellowship night for or fellowship morning actually for church
Yeah,
on Saturday morning.
how's church going?
Good.
Yeah,
Yeah. Good. Yep.
that's good. I was
Yep.
asking
I
Caden.
I do all sorts of stuff at church.
Yeah, I was asking Caden if he was going to go into theology, just based on like some of the classes he's taking and
Mm-hmm.
learning. What was it, ancient Greek and Hebrew and everything. I think that'd be really neat.
Mm-hmm.
I think that'd be really cool.
Yep. Yeah, he's got so many source books. his library is already starting to become impressive.
Is that right? That's cool.
Hmm.
That's very cool. All right. Well, let's talk sandwiches for a minute since I brought it up a few times. Do you
Okay.
eat much bread right now?
Okay. So um, I'm gonna make my last push to get down under 150. So I started a diet this today.
Okay.
I'm so since I'm running,
Mm-hmm.
uh, I'm gonna combine that with keto, which actually sounds kind of stupid if you're a runner, because normally with a runner
You
people
want the
think carb
carbs,
load.
yeah. Hmm.
But I but since I'm not running super long distance, I can get away with it, and the pounds just go whoop
Oh, right, I'm sure.
quick. So and I'm not gonna do it that long, but I can probably do the keto diet for like a month and a half, and I can probably drop about 15 pounds.
Ah, that's wild. All right, well, if you could have a sandwich, what's your go-to sandwich? Like,
Peanut butter and banana.
is it really?
Yep.
That's awesome. I love the simplicity of it.
Just just like if I was gonna make it at home, that's what I
Yeah.
would make is probably peanut butter and banana.
No
Um,
honey?
you know, nope,
Do
don't
you
need
toast
it.
the
The
bread?
banana's plenty sweet enough. Nope,
Mm. I like
banana's
toasting the
plenty
bread and
sweet
putting the
enough.
peanut butter on it,
Um,
and then the peanut butter melts a little bit on the toasted bread.
that is good,
Mm.
but it gets messy. But yeah, that is
Yeah,
good.
that's a good one. All right. Trying to think if there was anything else I had for you. I probably did, but
Um, yeah, well, we could easily do it again. I
yeah,
could
for sure.
easily fill up another segment.
Yeah, right on. Yeah. Well, hey, I really appreciate it. I really appreciate you coming on and hanging out and chatting about everything. It
No,
was
this
fun.
was
It
good.
was a good time.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Well, hey, I'm gonna hit stop and see if
All
you're
right.
still there or not. But hold on. But everybody else, thanks for listening.